On the morning of July 5, 1997, Italian fashion mogul Gianni Versace was walking up the steps of his Miami Beach home when a man wearing a white hat and backpack approached him. Drawing a .40 caliber handgun, the man shot Gianni Versace in the head at point-blank range. The famous fashion designer was rushed to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead not long after. Who could commit such a grisly crime in broad daylight? Welcome back to Curiosity, and today we'll be discussing the murder of Gianni Versace. What was the motivation? Just how many enemies did he have? We're talking about all that and more. So who was Gianni Versace? Gianni Versace was born on December 2nd, 1946, in Reggio Calabria, Italy. He grew up with his older brother Santo and his younger sister Donatella Versace. His older sister Tina developed a tinnitus infection and died at 12. Gianni developed an interest for fashion at a young age. His mother Francesca owned a sewing business where he began working as an apprentice. In his mid-20s, he moved to Milan to look for work in fashion design. Throughout the 70s, he came up with several successful designs. His first massive success came in 1978, when he started his first clothing line for women. His first boutique opened in Milan's Via della Spiga. This skyrocketed Versace into international stardom. Sporting the now iconic Medusa logo, Versace was a phenomenon in the fashion world. Many people considered Gianni's colourful designs to be a refreshing break from the more conservative fashion styles of the time. While millions of people flocked to the designs, they still attracted criticism. Its clothing was much more revealing and provocative. In response to the controversy, Gianni was quoted as saying, "I don't believe in good taste." In the coming years, the Versace company was built with the help of his family. He even employed his brother Santo Versace as president and his sister Donatella serving as vice president. The Versace name had become its own brand. He would soon expand his empire into the world of theatre, designing clothing for countless stage productions in Europe. Eventually, this would open the door to Hollywood, where he eventually made clothes for music stars like Elton John, Madonna, Michael Jackson, and Paul McCartney. Throughout the 1980s, the Versace brand was in fierce competition with Giorgio Armani. Over the Miami social scene, chatting with the locals and getting a feel for American culture. But things were about to take a turn for the worse. Let's go back to the morning of July the 15th, 1997. Gianni Versace had gone out for his morning walk in the South Beach neighborhood. He would routinely walk up Ocean Drive to retrieve his daily magazines. Nothing could prepare him for what he was about to experience. Upon returning home, he walked up the steps of his Miami mansion and was shot in the head. The 50-year-old fashion icon was pronounced dead by paramedics at 9:21 a.m. Miami police scrambled for a lead. It turns out that the bullet that went through Versace's head had hit a dove on the way out. When the police arrived and saw the dead dove lying next to Gianni, they figured it was an Italian message left by the mafia. It turned out that a British stylist by the name of Dean Aslett had witnessed the murder, describing the man as being dressed in a grey t-shirt with black shorts, a white hat, and a backpack. It turns out Versace's killer was Andrew Cunanan. Andrew was a serial killer who had murdered 5 people over the span of 3 months in 1997. His victims spanned all over the US. Andrew had an unhealthy obsession with Gianni Versace and would often brag to people about having a close personal relationship with the designer. In reality, Andrew Cunanan was completely delusional and lied about being friends with multiple celebrities. While there have been claims that Versace and Cunanan crossed paths in San Francisco in the early 90s, this has never been confirmed. Both men were involved in sex-for-hire circles in both Florida and California and may very well have met at a certain point. His family firmly denies that Gianni ever had any relationship with his killer. Regardless of whether or not they knew each other, the motive behind Versace's slaying has never fully been explained. Andrew Cunanan's body was found on a houseboat in Miami Beach only 8 days after killing Versace. His death was ruled as suicide. He unfortunately left no note to explain the horrific events that took place over the last few months. Over 2,000 people attended Versace's funeral. These included family members and countless celebrities, most notably Princess Diana, who died in a car accident in Paris not 1 month later. His body was later cremated and brought back to Italy, where it was buried in a family vault near Lake Como. The Versace brand remains massively popular to this day, with Donatella remaining artistic director since her brother's death. The company is said to be worth well over $2 billion. History is chocked full of terrible murder stories. Dare to learn more? Let's keep your curiosity going with a couple more videos, shall we? Here's what you need to know. Check out America's most evil serial killer, John Wayne Gacy. Or how about what it feels like to be shot? Go ahead, click one, or better yet, watch both, and learn more about this crazy world. Is there a famous celebrity death you would like to see us cover next? Let us know in the comments below.